Welcome back to the Daily Bitcoin 5. 5 stories every day that matter to Bitcoin. Today on the Bitcoin 5, latest economic data shows US economy accelerating. Let's go. Before the stories, the Bitcoin price check. Current price, about $63,800. Bitcoin has remained remarkably stable in recent weeks, up 1.6% over 4 days and 1.2% over 4 weeks, hovering just below the psychologically significant $64,000 level. The most compelling metric remains the 4-year view. Bitcoin has surged 179% since August 2022, a reminder that despite short-term chop, the long-term trajectory continues to favour patient holders. Story 5. Strive adds 20 Bitcoin to Treasury, crosses 20,000 Bitcoin milestone. The purchase brings Strive's total holdings to 20,020 Bitcoin, worth approximately $1.3 billion, making it another significant institutional holder in the growing corporate Bitcoin treasury movement. While the individual purchase amount is modest compared to Strategy's holdings, the steady accumulation pattern reflects the broader trend of corporations adding Bitcoin to balance sheets. Strive joins a lengthening list of public companies treating Bitcoin as treasury reserve asset, validating the playbook that Strategy pioneered in 2020. Story 4. Solo miner beats the odds, mines full block. A solo Bitcoin miner defied astronomical odds to successfully mine a complete block, earning 3.157 Bitcoin worth approximately about $199,000. The feat represents a modern-day David versus Goliath story, with one individual competing against massive mining pools controlling exahashes of computational power. Solo mining a block with typical consumer hardware carries odds estimated in the millions to one range, making each successful solo block a celebrated event in the Bitcoin community. While pool mining offers consistent, predictable returns, solo miners play the ultimate lottery, and occasionally they win. Story 3. Strategy adds $250 million to USD reserve, repurchases $81 million in STRC stock. As of August the 2nd, the company holds 842,138 Bitcoin in its Bitcoin reserve alongside $4 billion in USD reserves. The move sparked immediate questions about whether Strategy was shifting strategy, but Michael Saylor quickly clarified his personal position. I have never sold mine. STRC is trading at $92 at the highest level since mid-June. With Strategy's number one corporate objective for STRC to trade back at $100, it seems the market is beginning to take notice. All eyes on how fast the remaining $8 gap will close. Story 2. Coinbase launches ad campaign urging Senate to pass Clarity Act. Strategy CEO Phong Lei told CNBC the Clarity Act would be the biggest catalyst for Bitcoin and crypto, while Bernstein warned that failure to pass the legislation would accelerate enforcement actions by the SEC and CFTC. With major exchanges and institutional players now openly advocating for the bill, the stakes for clarity on digital asset regulation have never been higher. Story 1. US manufacturing PMI hits 4-year high as economy accelerates. The ISM manufacturing PMI jumped to 55.6 in July, exceeding expectations of 54 and marking the highest reading in 4 years. The index has now held above 52 for 7 consecutive months, a pattern that historically precedes strong rallies in risk assets, including stocks and Bitcoin. The sustained manufacturing expansion matters because it drives cash flow through entire supply chains, from large manufacturers to suppliers, logistics firms, and small businesses. That liquidity doesn't stay idle. It flows into expansion, hiring, and eventually markets. That's today's Bitcoin 5. Let me know your favourite story from today in the comments below, and subscribe now so tomorrow's update lands directly in your feed. I'll see you tomorrow.